Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy here on my sports betting predictions channel. Thanks for patiently waiting for another sports betting stream. We have a huge NBA Cup slate to bet on today. Also have some college basketball games to bet on. Shout out to you guys for patiently waiting. Shout out to everyone that was in the chat last night during that crazy NFL game. I jumped off the stream midway through the fourth quarter, and as soon as I did, we cashed the same game parlay. Unfortunately, my NHL picks didn't go that well, but we did pretty well with the NFL game. Shout out to Khalil Shakir for getting all the yards we needed as soon as I got off the stream last night. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Let me load the chat up. Hold on, guys. I know you guys have been patiently waiting. I'll get my pregame picks on the board. We are ready to roll for another night in the NBA Cup. Drop your picks in the chat. And as always, smash that like button for me, guys. Help this stream get as many likes as possible. Let's get right to it. Thanks for spending your evening here on the live stream. Tons of sports action tonight. I can't wait for these games. I'm hyped. My Toronto Raptors have a chance to make it to the next round of the NBA Cup, to the knockout stage. If they just beat the Wizards tonight, let's see how that goes. I do have a couple of plays in that game. I'm going to put them on the board, but let me get the chat up and rolling. Give me about 20 seconds. Okay, yeah, so if you guys are in the chat, go ahead and get the chat fired up. Let me see if you guys are there to make sure that this is working correctly. How are you guys doing today? NBA Cup Friday. Few teams could get eliminated tonight. Pre-game bets up on the board. As always, I'll never mislead you here on the stream or in general. I'm only going to share the picks that I have my money on. If you guys have any questions about today's games, let me know how you feel. Let me know what you want to know about. I have the props dashboard up as well. And I have access to some other stats, analytics about tonight's games. Nuggets, Rockets tonight. Timberwolves, Suns. Blazers, Warriors. How you guys feeling about the games? Really happy to see you guys. Hope you're having a great Friday. My favorite day of the week. Katak Fitness, how's it going, brother? He said, I'll be cheering you on tonight. I'm going to enjoy my Friday night with the family and your girlfriend, bro, but I wish you the best always, 100%, bro. Thanks for coming through with that positivity. Hope you have a great night with your girlfriend, with your family as well. Bro, let's, you going to the game, Katak? You going to the Raptors game? What's up? Top MF in here said Mark Williams. Under 9.5 rebounds and Lauri Markkanen under 3.5 threes made. Okay, let's go. Thanks. He said the plays are rolling in the chat. Let's keep it going. So the pick that I have here on the board, Jamal Shed of the Toronto Raptors. I'm rolling with his points today. I've been rolling with his assists over the last couple. I've been rolling with his assists recently, but today I think there's a chance that he could play more minutes than usual. I'm rolling with his points over 6.5 points for Jamal Shed, backup point guard of the Raptors against the hopeless Washington Wizards. Also, backup big, Sandro Mamushvili, over 8.5 points at minus 110 odds. He didn't reach this mark in the last game. He only had 7 points against the Sixers, but I do think it's telling that this line has been bumped up to 8.5 against the Wizards tonight. Similar trend as Jamal Shed. I think his usage is going to increase tonight against the Wizards to help take some of the pressure off of the starting five of the Raptors. Although Jakob Poeltl has been playing very well, starting center for the Raptors. I'm also in Bam Adebayo over 3.5 assists for the Miami Heat. Adebayo has been a sneaky big assist player at the big position for me over the last couple of years. I do think against a front court that is lacking in defensive resistance. As I told you guys, I have question marks about the front court defense for the Bulls. There are a lot of holes in their interior defense. I do think Bam Adebayo has a chance to take advantage in terms of getting to the free throw line, but also with the play here in terms of being a playmaker as a secondary playmaker, maybe off of Davion Mitchell as well. I do think Davion Mitchell has a chance. We'll see closer to game time. I might actually add Davion Mitchell's assist line by itself in this game, over 6.5 assists for Davion Mitchell. But for now, I just shared the picks that I've actually put my money on. So we have Bam Adebayo over 3.5 assists at plus 102 odds right there, risking 1 unit. If it's plus money, I'm risking 1 unit. If it's a minus money, I'm playing the bet to win 1 unit. Just so you know, that's how I roll with bets. Next we have Matas Buzelis. I think he has a chance to go for 20 points tonight. There are going to be extra possessions for both teams. The Bulls and the Heat play at a lightning fast pace tonight. I think Matas Buzelis over 14.5 points is a decent look. You can actually find over 13.5 at minus 130, minus 125 on some books if you want to take the safer bet. But I went with over 14.5 there on FanDuel. And then I'm running it back with Anthony Edwards, man. I'm running it back with Ant-Man tonight. Over 27.5 points. He's going up against the Phoenix Suns tonight. The Suns have been playing pretty decently this year, but Ant-Man has a distinct matchup edge against this team, especially in transition. He was a bit passive against the Wizards, particularly in the second half. He let us down the other night. But I am rolling with Ant-Man. I'm running it back with him tonight. I do think he's going to get back on track today against the Wizards. Not against the Wizards, against the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Cup. A bit of a bigger spotlight here. I think he sort of overlooked the Wizards. Wasn't really in his bag in that game either. He shot terribly from the field. It wasn't like Ant-Man. He definitely has the tools to succeed in a game like this tonight. I think that things bode well for the Timberwolves in this game, actually. But I'm rolling with Ant-Man here. If I play anything else in that game, I'll add it on the board for you guys. Next, I'm rolling with Amen Thompson of the Houston Rockets to go over 17.5 points at minus 110 odds. This is a player that I've had a decent grasp on. He's a Swiss Army knife, particularly. But I think that the Nuggets are a bit vulnerable in transition defensively. They look to be one of the powerhouses in the NBA this season. But I feel that the only question mark for this team is their transition defense, and a player like Amen Thompson really suits, a game like tonight really suits his skill set, whether the Rockets win or lose. And then so I'm going with Amen Thompson over 17.5 points there. And then the last pick for pregame picks on the board here is the Denver Nuggets in the first half point spread. Okay, first half plus 1.5 at minus 112 odds. I think they have a decent chance to punch first tonight against the Houston Rockets in tonight's game. Obviously it's a nationally televised NBA Cup game. But yeah, the Nuggets have been off to some hot starts this season in the first quarter at halftime as well. I do think they're going to keep it rolling in this game. That's not necessarily an endorsement of the Nuggets winning the game outright, but I do think that they will be up at the half, or at least within that plus 1.5, which is a tight window. But yeah, those are my pregame bets. I'll go through some of the games. If you guys have any questions in the chat, fire off. As soon as the games start, I'll be monitoring the games for more in-game action. And shout out to you guys, man. You guys have been sharing some really sharp plays, some sharp info in the chat. Noah C's, thanks for sharing that play. Top MF in here. He said Mark Williams under of the Phoenix Suns, the center under 9.5 rebounds, and Lauri Markkanen under 3.5 threes. Noah C says, think I have to tell you with Jamal Shed. Was looking at him this week and meant to ask you about him. Yeah, he's been an assist machine for me this season. I think I've cashed with him every time I've bet on his assists. But tonight, I feel as though his assists might cash again, but I do feel that the 6.5 point line might be a bit of an over adjustment here from the books. I think that he has a chance to get some burn today against the Wizards. It's a big game for the Raptors as an organization, not because they're playing the Wizards, but because if they win tonight, they will clinch. Shout out to you, Daddy Row. What's up? Welcome back. He said he's copying the plays down. You guys can take a screenshot, whatever it is you need to do. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, the Raptors have a chance, as you guys can see here. The Raptors have a chance to clinch the the East Group A in the group stage of the NBA Cup tonight. They have a chance to clinch the group with a win and the Pacers loss. We know that the Pacers are 13-point underdogs against the Cavs tonight. The Raptors have a decent shot tonight to clinch the group, so there is an added incentive for them to, increase the profile of some of these young players. They want to be in the limelight. They want these nationally televised games. They want to make it to the knockout round. This could be a big moment for the Raptors tonight. As I said before, the Pacers will be eliminated from the NBA Cup if they lose against the Cavs and the Raptors win the game. The Brooklyn Nets will be eliminated in the NBA Cup in Group B in the East if they lose against the Celtics tonight. Yeah, they're 14-point underdogs, so things don't really bode too well for them. Although anything can happen, right? They were pretty competitive against the Celtics until the fourth quarter. Shout out to everyone that was here the other night when we did bet live on the Celtics at halftime there to cover the point spread against the Nets in that one. And then looking at the Western NBA Cup scenarios for tonight, the Utah Jazz will be eliminated if they lose to the OKC Thunder tonight. So we can pretty much say goodbye to them tonight, but anything can happen. Anything can happen, but they are 16 point underdogs, I believe, at home. And then the final clinching scenarios tonight, or elimination scenarios for the NBA Cup, come from Group A and B in the West. Sorry, from Group B in the West. The Dallas Mavericks will be eliminated if they lose tonight at home against the Pelicans. I think the Mavs are 4-point favorites in that one. But then also, conversely, the Pelicans will be eliminated from the NBA Cup if they lose, and they're playing each other. So that game might, although we can't really associate the New Orleans Pelicans and the Dallas Mavericks with a playoff atmosphere as currently constructed, it could have a playoff type atmosphere, as there is something to play for, which, the Pelicans haven't really had for a while now. That should be a really interesting game tonight. I'm not sure if the Mavs should be favored in that game with how, I'm not sure that they did play better against the Knicks the other night. But yeah, let's get some, whatever your questions are in the chat. I'm interested in hearing what games you're anticipating tonight in the NBA Cup. What games do you want to watch? What bets do you have today? Go ahead and let those bets fire off in the chat. We've had some really sharp minds here over the last couple of weeks. And I will pause to say this. Take 1 second to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on for me. Smash that like button, guys. Let's help this stream get to 35 likes. If you're watching, it only takes about 1 second. Smash that like button for me. It helps me get this stream to more people. Smash that like button for me, guys. I appreciate you. Let's get this stream to 35 likes. If you're just joining, I'll put my pregame picks back on the board. Shout out to Khalil Shakir last night once again. Daddy Rail said done. I appreciate you. He's smashing that like button. I appreciate you guys. Conrad Walters said he's on the Winnipeg Jets money line tonight, plus 139. Best of luck, Conrad. You've been on it with NHL as well. Thanks for sharing. KH said, what do you think about Jabari Smith's rebounds and assist line? I'll take a note. I'll take a note of that right now and look it up for you in just 1 second. Ah, 1 second. Okay, so he said Jabari Smith's rebounds and assist line. I know he was questionable for today's game. Also, Godlike Player, welcome back to the chat. He said, would Raptors want to win by margin if they only need a win? Yeah, there's really no incentive for them to win by margin, unless the Pacers pull off a shocking win against the Cavs tonight, which would obviously push the Raptors clinching to the final group stage games in the NBA Cup. So they're gonna keep an eye on the score of the Pacers game. if the Pacers look like they have a chance to pull off an upset, I wouldn't be surprised if the Raptors keep their starters in late in the game and try to push for a margin win tonight. Katak Fitness said, "Nah, just going for dinner, fam. Enjoy. Got Raptors game in winter. Got to look at those OKC games. Yeah, let's go to that OKC game when they come against the Raptors. Katak, how about that? I'm trying to get tickets for the Lakers game right now. Actually, enjoy your dinner, brother, tonight. Have fun. Hugo, welcome back. He said, "What's up, my guy?" Target Harrison said, "Send some plays." I just did. They're on the screen. They're on the screen. They're on the screen. How's it going, Target Harrison? Subscribe to the channel for me. And Hugo said Raptors -14, pick of the day. I couldn't get there tonight. With the Raptors. I wouldn't be surprised if they smashed the Wizards, but I'm rolling with some of these player props on the screen for the reserves. Maybe we can roll with something in game. It all depends on how I feel towards halftime in that game. So as always, if I have any live in-game bets for you guys, I'll put them here on the screen. And yeah, so we can go through a few other bits of information. We can take a look at the injury report. Also, if you guys want to, you guys can follow me on X. Go ahead and if you guys can, if you're following him on Twitter, hit like on a couple of these tweets for me. Take a second to do that for me. I'd really appreciate that while you guys are here. Myguyknowsaguy on X, on Twitter. And yeah, so D'Angelo Russell has been ruled out for the Mavs. Derek Lively has been ruled out for the Mavs tonight against the Pelicans. That's not good for them, especially with Zion in town. Oh no. Well, that's very odd. 7 minutes ago, they said Derek Lively was ruled out, but now Jason Kidd is saying he's available to play. That was a mistake. You don't see that very often. But he will be on a minutes restriction tonight. 15 to 18 minutes for Derek Lively here. Interesting. Anything else of note? Darius Garland is going to play. Tobias, that's for tomorrow. Okay, so Jalen Smith is going to play. That is good news for the Bulls tonight, because I've had question marks with their interior defense. Big question marks, but he does provide some resistance so Vucevic can get some rest in certain spurts for tonight's game. So Jalen Smith is back. I'm still riding with Bam Adebayo's assists in this one. Jaden McDaniels will play for the Timberwolves. Trey Jones will play for the Bulls. He'll be limited to 20 to 24 minutes, according to head coach Billy Donovan. Kobe White's out. Injury management, aka load management. Jared Allen's out. I already said Darius Garland's in. I remember seeing that already. That's for tomorrow. Okongwu, Jaren Jackson. That's for tomorrow. Marvin Bagley's out tonight. Alex Sarr's out tonight. That bodes well for Sandro. Sorry, that's yesterday. Sandro Mamushvili. That bodes well for Sandro. Over 8.5 points, guys. Over 8.5 points for Sandro. Anything else noteworthy for today? Looks like Brandon Miller is coming back tomorrow. That's huge. Just some Saturday info. We already saw this earlier if you've been keeping up with it. I know a lot of you guys have been keeping up with this stuff. Shaedon Sharpe and Drew Holiday are out for tonight. Kyle Filipovsky will play. LaMelo Ball said those trade rumors didn't come from him. Don't know what to believe these days. Starting lineup for the Celtics is out. And if you're just joining the stream, these are my pregame picks. I'll get to that Jabari Smith play for you in 1 second. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. NBA Cup action. Man, I was hyped last night, man. I was hyped. Last night was fun. Last couple streams have been really fun. Shout out to you guys for hanging with me, sticking through, pulling up some more info now for these games. So you said Jabari Smith's rebounds and assists. I mean, he's cleared this line in 6 straight games. His minutes have remained steady. He's averaging over 30 minutes a game over his last 6, even though he's been on the injury report questionable for a couple of those games. Jabari's having a big season after getting a decent contract in the offseason. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't continue today. But when you're dealing with a player that's primarily an off-ball player like Jabari Smith, you always have to be wary of his assists. I mean, he's definitely not a selfish player. Ime Udoka has given him a full vote of confidence. But you're basically betting on his rebounds when you take a player like him to go over his rebounds and assists combined. His assist line is regularly set at 1.5 assists. So, but he's been a monster on the boards, man. No bets on Virginia Northwestern. Hey, last night during the stream, I went 2-0 with my live college basketball bets. I might have a few more today. I do have a list of plays. The schedule today started a bit earlier in the day. But next week, I might do some earlier streams. Like I might do streams earlier in the day to sweat some of these college basketball games next week with you. There's a lot going on with college basketball next week, so let's see how that goes, guys. Just keep notifications on just in case I go live at a different time going forward. Goat Jaden, how's it going? How's it going, my brother? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone's having a great day. Godlike players said Golden State Warriors -10 revenge game. Where is it -10? Where is it -10? I kind of liked it when it was -7. Now I'm not too sure. Personally, I'm going to stay away. I would have liked to anticipate some of the injury news before it happened. With some of their stars, I didn't see any reason for them not to play. So for the line to jump this many points, I don't think it's a rational line move. I would have preferred to get this line at -7.5. This might be a game to jump on in game, guys. In my opinion, I know the Blazers are undermanned. I know Shaden Sharp. No Shaden Sharp, no Drew Holiday. 2 big pieces. Barry Roselle, how's it going, brother? How's it going, man? I hope you're all right. Hope you're having a great day, bro. Thanks for dropping in. So yeah, it's almost time for these games to start. Let me know if you have any other questions to fire off before the stream starts. If you're just joining the stream, these are my pregame bets, guys. Just logging into a couple of books here on my laptop. So we have the Indiana Pacers against the Cavaliers starting in 10 minutes. Cavs are coming off of a tough game. They fought hard to try to make that a game late against the Rockets the other day. Hold on. They were 1.5 point dogs at home. That was very telling against the Rockets. I know they were undermanned in that game, but they were never really in it truly. They did make a push in the third quarter there, but the Rockets, man, there was a really surprising trend that's been brewing with the Rockets, has been their pace of play. When they play these teams that have extremely fast pace of play, like the Cavs do, the Rockets have been imposing their will. They've been establishing the pace in the game, and they've been slowing the game down to a complete crawl against their opponents. They had such a low pace of play in that game. They ate up so much of the shot clock. They were deliberately trying to minimize the number of possessions in the Cavs. And obviously, that doesn't really coincide with the current era of basketball, but it's working for them because of the personnel they have on their roster. The Rockets have been playing at a slower pace with every passing game. So that's definitely a trend to keep an eye on. Right there. The Pacers, as you guys know, if you guys are here during my live stream on Wednesday, I was all over the Pacers in this spot. I loved them against the Charlotte Hornets that night. They won by a decent margin. They were up by 20 points for a lot of the game. The Hornets crawled back a bit at the end, but they ran out of time. Looking at today's game though, man, I want to say the Pacers are going to be outmatched here, but them getting Andrew Nembhard, TJ McConnell, Benedict Mathurin, he's been explosive with his scoring over the last couple of games. It really makes this team a bit of a wild card because when you look at the spread of 13.5, it's sort of priced based on their overall results this season. You know, they were like, the first team in NBA history to lose 6 straight games by 15 points or more before that win against the Hornets. So, you know, this team we could see some volatile results with the Pacers as the books try to assess how they look as they get just a bit healthier. They're still really banged up, but they're getting a bit healthier. They got back a couple of key guys from their finals run. So I want to give the edge to the Cavs here with Garland playing. The books definitely pretty much knew that Darius Garland was going to play with that large line. But no Jared Allen. This is going to be a tough one here. I lean towards the Bulls, Hugo. I lean towards the Bulls but I'm rolling with the player props in that one. Rolling with Bam Adebayo and Matas Buzelis. I think Buzelis might go for 20 tonight, guys. Should see huge total. 250, 249. I think it could go over too. So yeah, I'm about to turn this Cavs game on and watch it with you guys. If I have anything more in game here, last minute notes for that one. Some of the projections that I was working on earlier for the Cavs game for players that may exceed their prop lines. Obviously, I didn't bet these, but I've been sharing my notes over the last few days, so I'll continue to share my notes. I think we could get a decent scoring performance from Donovan Mitchell, even with Garland back in the lineup. Could be one of those nights for Donovan Mitchell. He's had some big time games against the Pacers recently, and the pace at which the Pacers are playing, the Pacers, even though they played really, really well against the Hornets the other night, their perimeter defense is still not going to be very effective, especially with, Halliburton wasn't the worst defender. Aaron Nesmith being out. Those are two key guys on the perimeter. Andrew Nembhard is pretty much all they have there. We still don't know if TJ McConnell is a full go yet, although he did have a great game against the Hornets. The Hornets defense isn't anything to really celebrate a decent performance about. I think we could get a decent game from Evan Mobley as well. You might want to look at his points, but I have it specifically listed here to look to see Evan Mobley's points line in game if he doesn't get off to the best start, if we can get a better line, because it's a bit inflated today. We're used to seeing 17.5, 18.5 for Evan Mobley. It's up to 19.5, I think 20.5 in some places. So just be a bit careful there. But as I said, the Pacers, their defense isn't really all there yet. When I took them the other night against the Hornets, that was more so a vote of confidence in their offense and the health of their offensive pieces. Jay Hunter, welcome back, bro. Jay Hunter said he's got the Bulls tonight and he's a Heat fan. You know. I lean towards the Bulls in this one. We have two lightning fast offenses here. I do think there's a chance that we get a decent line in game, guys. For a few of these games, I think that I could go higher volume tonight with the live bets, so definitely stick around here on the stream. Hope you're having a great day, Jay Hunter. KH, no problem, brother. Hugo, Barry Roselle, you're all having an amazing, amazing Friday, guys. Rohan said he's asking about Khalil Ware's boards. I banned Khalil Ware, Rohan, personally. Khalil Ware is a decent young player who has a bright future in this league, but I had a same game parlay with him and a 4-leg parlay here on the stream like 2 weeks ago. The first 3 legs cashed. We needed Khalil Ware to score 10 points. He had 9 points before the fourth quarter started, and Eric Spoelstra benched him for the entire fourth quarter, inexplicably as well, because he was playing well in that game. It was inexplicable. But Nikola Jokic was red hot. He scored 27 points that night. So just don't mind me when I say that I'm not the biggest Khalil Ware fan these days. But I will look it up for you. Okay, guys, we're tipping off in the Cavs game. Those are my pregame bets. If I add live bets, which I am anticipating, I will add them here on the board. Help this stream get a few more likes, guys. Smash that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, Rohan, the Miami Heat head coach, Eric Spoelstra, he can be on his mad scientist sometimes. We can't. He's unpredictable. He's a great coach. Look at the longevity of his career. Look at the success he's had. He has a track record of getting the best out of overlooked players as well. He's a great player development coach as well. Great coach. But for betting purposes, he can be very unpredictable with his lineups. In-game adjustments. He's great with in-game adjustments, So yeah, we are tipping off. Let me go ahead and get that game on so I can watch it with you guys. Cavs, Pacers. I'll shift over to the Raptors game in about 20 minutes. Drop those plays in the chat, guys. Help the stream get to 40 likes, okay? We're pretty close. We're pretty close. Do your part. Do your part. Help the stream get to 40 likes. Let's all cash together today. Jay Hunter said the Heat ran them out of the gym and eliminated them from the playoffs last year in Chicago. I was there, and the players were really angry. This is a big revenge game for them. It is. And that's one of the 2 plays that I might add to the board here before it starts. I have that listed as a great live betting candidate with the Bulls circled. But let's see let's see, closer to game time. You shared a great nugget there about the added motivation of the returning core of the Bulls. How it's pretty much the same team from that play in tournament run. So and it was a win. Their season they were disappointed. I'm sure they were grateful to even make it that far because the Bulls caught fire late in the season with Josh Giddey, but NFL Week 12 picks on the way on the channel, guys. Make sure you check my channel tomorrow. Turn notifications on. And we have begun. We have started. Evan Mobley at the free throw line. I've got the game on now. League Pass is fired up. One second, guys. I'm trying to get the picks on the screen while the scores are running. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and roll that right now. So at least you can see the picks while the scores are on. Maybe later on I'll have to have two scores rolling for you guys, but 2 games rolling. Okay, we're back. Now I can enjoy some basketball. It's time to enjoy some basketball, guys. Rohan said, last one, bro. You like Zion today? I think Zion's going to have a big game against the Mavs. I think Zion's going to have a big game against the Mavs. You know, the Pelicans could get eliminated in this game. Derek Lively, minutes restriction. No AD. Who's stopping Zion tonight, Rohan? Jay Hunter said, not being funny, but I wouldn't touch Zion if I was playing with house money. He's volatile. He's volatile. I have a feeling he gets off to a hot start today, though. Ugly start to this one. What did Mobley do? What did Mobley do? Sorry, guys, had to sneeze. Ugly start to the Cavs game. So I have the bets on the board for you. At least you can see what's going on. James Powers, welcome back, brother. He said 2 nights in a row. I love it. Let's keep it going. I'll be here tomorrow, too. Some NBA tomorrow. I've got some college football looks. I have like 5 college football games I really like to bet on for tomorrow. I'll finalize tonight after the stream. Trick 5984, what up? What up? What up? How you doing? Norris, he says Mobley had a wide open dunk and the ball just flew out of his hands. Still sloppy. He's a bit sloppy, man. Evan Mobley's a great player. They invested in him. Super max. That max money. How's it going, Trevor? Welcome back. Hugo says he likes Oklahoma tomorrow in college football. Gotta take a closer look at that one, Hugo. I think everyone's gonna be on that one. Just being honest. Trevor said Edwards is a great pick, bounce back game after going 18 points from 6 of 20 shooting. He put up 20 field goals, man. He didn't even look like he wanted to be there. Like, come on, bro. Watch tonight be the night Ant-Man goes for 40. 40. In Phoenix. He's had some big time performances in this building tonight, too. What? Talking Sticks Resorts Arena? Godlike player said he's taking Wizards team total under 112.5. Guys. Okay, we're back from the timeout here. The picks should be flowing soon, guys. Jamal Shed, Sandro Mamashvili starting in about 15 minutes. Evan Mobley with a quick 6 points. I did say I think he would have a decent night. He's on track here, and the Cavs go up by 4. If you're not subscribed to my channel, this is my sports betting YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel for me while you're here, guys. Smash that like button, help the stream get to 40 likes. I appreciate you. And he cashed Darius Garland. He said, I can't believe it. He was going to take Darius Garland assists in the first quarter. It was plus 450 for 3 assists. Cash. Okay, things are picking up now offensively. Got Ben Shepherd guarding Darius Garland. Garland looks sharp. He looks sharp. Step back 3 on Andrew Nembhard off the switch. Easy peasy for Darius. Mobley back at the line. Quick breather for Evan Mobley. Andrew Nembhard came to play, guys. Let's see if the Cavs pull off, but as I said, these Indiana Pacers point spreads have been priced because of that losing streak. They were the first NBA team in history to lose 6 straight games by 15 or more points. We might see some over-adjusted lines with the Pacers, but anything can happen late. But should they be 13-point underdogs? Let's see. Let's see. Because Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, they're back. How do you guys feel about this one? Hey, Greller's Beats. How's it going, brother? I appreciate you. Follow me over there, though, if you can. Follow me over there. I appreciate you. Yeah, Norris sees. Let's hear those first quarter bets. Let's hear those first quarter bets. Free throws coming for Darius Garland. Working on a few college basketball in-game plays for you. I'm going through my notes here because this is a game, the Cavs and the Pacers, that I don't have any plays on. So I'm taking the next couple of minutes or so to get to line up a few live college basketball bets. went 2-0 with college basketball last night, live in game at halftime. If I bet them, I'll put them on the board to the side. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, Greller's Beats. Thank you so much, my friend. He said, what do I think about the Jazz plus 20.5? The Jazz have been somewhat competitive against the Thunder when playing at home over the last couple of years. You know, it's such a big line for a home team, but the Jazz are somewhat improved, in my opinion. You know, if I had to choose between plus 20 on an alt line, I would go in that direction. You know, the Thunder, they won the NBA Cup last year. I'm not going to ever say that they won't be motivated for a game because they're still a young group. But yeah, I think there could be value there on an alt line for the Jazz at home. Greller's Beats. Godlike Player said Wizards team total under 112.5. I think the Raptors might put up some points tonight, though. But let's see. Hopefully it's powered by the second unit. Evan Mobley with 10 points in the first quarter. Garrison Matthews might play tonight for the Pacers as well. He signed a 10-day contract with the Pacers. Free throws coming for Andrew Nemhard. Okay, things are picking up here. Things are picking up scoring. Tons of free throws for both teams. You guys think is this one going over? We have two games tipping off in less than 10 minutes, 7 minutes to be exact. The Brooklyn Nets, 14-point underdogs against the Boston Celtics, and the Washington Wizards against the Toronto Raptors. NBA Cup action. The Raptors have a chance to clinch the group tonight if they win and the Pacers lose. I have two player props to the right in that game if you're just joining the stream. Jamal Shed over 6.5 points to win 1 unit. Sandro Mamushvili over 8.5 points to win 1 unit. Minus 106, minus 110. Let's go. Drop your plays in the chat. I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for us. As always, never bet more than you can afford to lose. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. James Power said he took the Jazz plus 21.5 on an alt line tonight. Best of luck, brother. I'm going to go ahead and switch off to the Raptors game in about 3 minutes, guys. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one. The Cavs are starting to get some stops. Let me know in the chat, guys, who covers? Raptors, minus 13.5? Or Wizards? What side are you guys on? Pre-game ceremony going on. The game is tipping off in just a moment. I'm watching it now. Hugo said Toronto is covering tonight. Daddy Rel said Toronto's covering tonight. He says on the Sabres money line, Minnesota Wild under 6, Winnipeg Jets under 6.5, and the Kings in the NHL. Thanks for sharing, Rel. That boy Will, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome back. No, you didn't miss much yet. The Raptors said, man, they want to go to Vegas. They want to be there. They want the limelight. They want the high profile. Let's see if they're going to work for it. Continue to work for it. This is a team that's 9-1 over the last 10 games. But they can't overlook any team in the NBA, even the Wizards. The Wizards, the final score doesn't indicate it, but the Wizards played well. Not well, but they played better against the T-Wolves the other night. Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. Nice dunk right there from Bilal Coulibaly in transition. Shout out to you, Hugo. Rel, everyone in the chat. Rooting for you guys. Decent pick and roll action from the Raptors here. They look active. It's early, but Jakob Poeltl active. Block shot right there. RJ Barrett drives to the rim, kicks it out to quickly. Bang! Let's go. Emmanuel Quickly. Free throws on the way for RJ Barrett. The Raptors look active. They have that look. They have that look right now. I'm also watching the Cavs game, guys. Oh, let me get back on the college basketball list here for the live plays in a few moments. If I add any live bets, they'll be right here on the board. RJ Barrett misses the first free throw. Celtics start off slow against the Nets there. Celtics start off slow. Playing the same opponent in back-to-back games in the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, wow, my light went out. 1 second. Wonder why it keeps doing that. Brandon Ingram right there with the signature mid-range jumper. %55% on the season from Brandon Ingram. Okay, the Raptors might be smashing today. It's early, though. How's it going, sports fan? Welcome back. Yeah, Hugo, the Celtics started out slow. Timeout over there. That's the only game I'm not watching right now. I have the Cavs game on. Yeah, they're protecting a 6-point lead right now, and the Raptors jumped out to an 11-2 run to start the game against the Wizards, guys. I'm hoping the Raptors go up big. We get plenty of minutes for Sandro, plenty of minutes for Jamal Shed. That's the recipe tonight. The Cavs are starting to get some stops defensively. I'm watching it. They're playing a bit better defensively in this second quarter. They look active. I might have a couple of college basketball bets in a couple of minutes, guys. Bear with me. Just running through my notes from earlier and checking the scores in the games. I'd say about 3 or 4 minutes from now. I won't force anything, but if I place a bet right here, I'll let you guys know. 2-0 live college basketball bets last night. Anything can happen. Smash that like button for me, guys. We're almost there. TJ McConnell with quick 5 points off of the bench. Jalen Tyson responds for the Cavs right there. And also, if you're watching the stream and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Follow the channel. Appreciate you. If you want to join my free Discord group, the link to join is in the video description. Click the video description below. Free Discord chat. Free throws for Brandon Ingram. Cam Whitmore subs into the game for the Wizards. The Wizards are settling down just a bit since that last time out. A big 3 for Cam Whitmore. Instant impact there. Bilal Coulibaly looks very active here. Scottie Barnes subbed out of the game. In comes Jacoby Walter. RJ Barrett stops the bleeding a bit. Okay, my first live bet of the evening is going on the board, guys. It's in college basketball. Radford plus 6.5. I'll put it up right now. 1 second. Plus 6.5 to win a half unit. Let me get the exact odds. 1 second. Minus 115. Sandro Mamashkelavili is in the game. So there we are, guys, right there at the bottom. Radford plus 6.5. They are playing against North Carolina Wilmington, UNC Wilmington. To win a half unit, so that's a smaller bet. I'm looking for more right now. So many free throws in the Cavs game. That could push the game to go over later on. It's a start and stop game. Let me know if you find this bet at the bottom. Radford, college basketball. Best of luck, everyone. Anyone who's tailing. Instantly, Sandro Mamushvili with an easy layup. We need him to go over 8.5 points against a Wizards team that lacks any interior presence tonight defensively. Let's see if he can go for a double-double off the bench. And look who gave him the assists. Look who gave him the assists. Jamal Shed. That boy Will said he's on the Pacers money line. He thinks they're gonna. He thinks they might. Thinks they might be the parlay killer tonight. The money line parlay killer tonight. How's it going, sports fan? Rel said he's on Siakam over 23.5 points. Okay, best of luck. Mr. Nice Guy said thoughts on Suns Wolves. I like Ant-Man tonight. I have the T-Wolves listed as a live team. Their head coach comes from the Kenny Atkinson coaching tree right now from the Cavs. He's a defensive-minded coach as well. He looks like he has a future in this league as a head coach. What a play. 3 quick. Maybe we should have took Jamal Shedd's assists. Because Jamal Shedd just put up 3 assists in like 1 minute. 1 minute. We had Jamal Shedd's assist the other night. Tonight I went for his points. I'm hoping for the best. But look, Sandro has 4 points, benefiting off of that connection with Jamal Shedd. I watch almost every Raptor game, guys. I watch the Raptors closely. If you guys didn't know, that's where I live. I live in Toronto, Canada. I follow this team closely. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world, but the other night in the Sixers game, we did sweep every prop in that game. Let's see if we can keep it going tonight, because this is a team that is fun to watch. They play a fun style of basketball. They're a team you might want to lock in with, guys. And the Pacers take the lead. That boy will. So yeah, back to the Timberwolves game. Lines up to 4.5. The Suns are 7-1 against the spread at home this season. But this is a team that has a distinct matchup edge against the Suns, particularly with Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle. I think they're going to put so much pressure on the Suns' front court that I still have question marks of defensively. Mark Williams, can he be that 35-minute guy with his health issues? They're a bit undersized in this matchup. The Suns, they've been really impressive. They're 10-5 against the number, but I think Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle could put enough pressure on them in their front court. They could wreak havoc defensively. Jaden McDaniels is back, another excellent defender. I think that could open up the transition offense for for Minnesota in this game. I think the Timberwolves, led by Anthony Edwards, get it done in this game. I'm on Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points. That line was on PointsBet, by the way. It's 28.5 on FanDuel. I bet 27.5 on PointsBet. I still like 28.5. I think Ant-Man's going for 35 tonight. I think there's going to be plenty of transition scoring opportunities. I think he'll be in the mood, which unfortunately he wasn't in the other night. Those are my thoughts on that game, guys. KH said the Amen Thompson line is down to 16.5. I think people are hammering out for Alperen Sengun, man. Alperen Sengun. The day ones in the chat know, who've been following me on Twitter, at Myguyknowsaguy. I was one of the first big-time Alperen Sengun fans. No joke. Probably on Earth. I knew he was on an all-star trajectory 4 years ago. He is a player that is very difficult for the sports books to price because he comes with that motor every night. The public is definitely on him now on a night-to-night basis. I think that's part of the reason why you're seeing a lower line for Amen Thompson is a correlation to the Alperen Sengun steam coming in my opinion. I still like it. I'm not scared of that one. But hey, let's see how it goes. Waiting for the second half to start. George Ballas said he had no idea who Sengun was until I started hyping him up. No joke. I even went crazy, bro. Like in 2021, I started buying all his sports cards and everything. Like Alperen Sengun sports card collection. Like went down the rabbit hole. Like It was organizational malpractice. The previous head coach of the Rockets, it's crazy. He never had a chance. He was playing Bruno Fernando. He was starting Bruno Fernando over Alperen Sengun when they were tanking on purpose. Like, Sengun was so good early on that they had to suppress him. They had to put him on the bench because they couldn't tank when he was playing effectively. It's true. Raptors commentator with an astute observation there. The Wizards' defensive formation, like the way they're playing defense right now, it's they're trying to impose their will in this game and slow it down. They're trying to slow this game down, guys. Some full court pressure. The Raptors are going to have to compensate for that by speeding things up here if they want to blow this game open, because the Wizards are trying to turn this into an ugly game. Darius Garland with 13 points in the first half. He hit his second three. He scored the last 8 points for the Cavs, and the Cavs are up by 4. Slim lead there. Slim lead. No points for Jamal Shed. Hopefully I'm on the right side there. He's still on the court. Hopefully he can get a field goal here before they take him out again. Sandro's up to 4 points though. They subbed Emmanuel Quickly back in the game, but not for Jamal Shed. They've been playing Jamal Shed with Quickly in certain instances over the last few games. So Jacoby Walter comes out of the game. You know, Quickly, he's bulked up a bit with his muscle. Jamal Shed is one of the best defensive guards in the league already. So, I'm a fan of the pairing. I like how they've been closing a couple of games with Jamal Shed and Emmanuel Quickly as well. That's a trend you might want to keep your eye on going forward. And the Wizards just forced a Raptors timeout right there with a Bub Carrington fast break layup that looked like it was a bit too easy for head coach Darko Rajakovic's liking right there. So the Wizards are hanging around here. They're hanging around. If you're not subscribed, take a second to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you. Turn notifications on as well. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hope you're having a great day, guys. I'm enjoying the streams. Let's keep it going. We're just about to tip off, guys. The Bulls game. The Bulls game. Tipping off. Scottie Barnes with a 3. Jamal Shed with 4 assists. He's going to make me pay. Jamal Shed has 4 assists in like 4 minutes. I was rolling with his assists, and I didn't do it today, man. Scottie Barnes with a 3 off of a beautiful Jamal Shed pass. Hopefully we get some points out of Shed here. It's okay. It's okay. So we do have 2 picks here on the board in the Bulls game, guys. Bam Adebayo, over 3.5 assists. And Matas Buzelis, over 14.5 points. Sandro, let's go. 6 points for Sandro. Oh my gosh, he's 7 feet tall. He just stole the ball and went coast to coast at the end of the quarter. 6 points for Mamu. No Alex Sarr, no Marvin Bagley for the Wizards tonight. Just so you guys know. Sandro Mamushvili and Jakob Poeltl should have a field day. There's no interior resistance defensively. And we have tipped off in Chicago. We have a live bet tipping off in the second half as well in college basketball. Radford, they're playing against UNC Wilmington, plus 6.5. They're down by 4 at the half. Let's see how it goes, guys. Best of luck to all. So the Mavericks are starting Brandon Williams, Max Christie, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, and Cooper Flagg. Steven Adams will start. Jabari Smith will start for the Rockets. Okay, there's an update about Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson is going to miss 2 to 4 more weeks. Drew Holiday might miss 1 to 2 weeks with a calf issue. We don't want to hear the calf word. We know how scary that is in the NBA. Raptors are thriving. The vibes are high in Toronto, guys. It's a good time to be a Toronto Raptors fan. Shout out to you guys for the likes. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, if you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my sports betting predictions channel. NBA, NFL, college basketball, college football. Let's keep it going, guys. Subscribe to my channel. We're approaching halftime. We are approaching halftime in the Cavs Pacers game. Remember, if the Raptors win and the Pacers lose, the Raptors secure a berth in the next round, a knockout. They move on to the knockout stage in the NBA Cup. We all know there's a financial incentive there. There are a lot of young players that on the Raptors that would love to make some extra money, $1 million, or even $500,000 to the losers. We saw how that was a big factor for the OKC Thunder. The players on the Thunder admitted that they wanted to make that money, that young team. Could the Raptors make a run just like the OKC did in the NBA Cup? Like the Pacers, like the Rockets even last year, although they came up short. So Sandro Mamushvili is back on the bench. Hugo said the Nets and the Pacers are holding those big lines close. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The Celtics are playing a bit better in the second quarter. I'm not watching it, but statistically they are. I will switch the scoreboard to the Bulls Heat game in just a minute, guys. From the Cavs game I'll switch the scoreboard to the Bulls Heat game as soon as the Cavs game reaches halftime. We do have some activity in that game. Pascal Siakam with 15 first half points. And 1 Pascal Siakam. So Josh Giddey scored all 5 points for the Bulls. Bam Adebayo scored all 5 points for the Heat so far. Hoping for some action for Matas Buzelis. Trevor in the chat, he said he took Bam and Ant-Man over in fantasy points for 3.5 times pay, 3.5x pay. Best of luck on Underdog. Best of luck, Trevor. Trevor said Bam because of the bigs against Chicago. Yes. Jalen Smith is back. They do have, the Bulls have some added depth. Unexpectedly. I didn't expect that today, but still rolling with Bam. Noah C says, bro, they had Jamal Shed mic'd up pregame. I'll take his points live. What was he saying, Noah C? That's hilarious. I'm a Jamal Shed fan. Shout out to the University of Houston Cougars, college basketball. Sports fan said he's on Zion over 28.5 points and rebounds combined. Isaiah Hartenstein over 21.5 points and rebounds combined. And the Raptors minus 13.5. And Donovan Mitchell over 9.5 rebounds and assists. Thanks for sharing, bro. He's also he's been on it, guys, in the chat. These are some sharp minds in the chat. These are some sharp minds. He's also on Derek Queen over 24.5 PRA and Simone Fontecchio over 10.5 points. Let's go. I'm rooting for you, bro. George Ballas, shout out to you. Trevor said, let's go, Bam. Yes, sir. Bam's rolling. Bam's rolling. Noah C says Jamal was singing and dancing and having fun before the game. Love to see that, man. You don't always have to be so uptight. You know, these professional athletes gotta have fun, man. This Raptors team, this current Raptors team is an easy team to root for. Positive-minded players, they say the right things. There don't seem to be any issues in the locker room, scandals, stuff like that. Just gotta be patient, just gotta be patient. Okay, so we've reached halftime in the Cavs game. The Cavs are up by 7. Two assists for Davion Mitchell in the first quarter. What a move from RJ Barrett. What a move from RJ Barrett, man. Raptors need to clean up defensively, though. Matas Buzelis at the free throw line. That's a positive sign, guys. Let's go. He hits the first free throw. Matas, another player who could be a future All-Star. He's only 21 years old. Matas Buzelis. Raptors in control here. And Buzelis hits both free throws. Free throws also on the way for CJ McCollum here. So Bam's surrounded by three-point shooters. Hoping to see him distribute a bit here. Okay, Radford's down by 9, guys. I did bet on them live, hoping for the best. Plenty of time, though, 15 minutes. Hopefully things trend back towards their direction, though. But Radford is down by 9, with 15 minutes left in the game in college basketball. Placed that bet at halftime. Did go 2-0 with my college basketball live bets on last night's live stream. But today's Friday. We're hoping for a better day today. We're hoping to keep it rolling. Hopefully we're not sweating too much here. They can go on a run. We know it's a game of runs. 3 free throws for CJ, so he hits the first 2. RJ Barrett needs to be a bit more disciplined defensively. Celtics and the Nets are locked into a pretty tight battle. The Wizards haven't been to a conference final since 1979. Daddy Rell said he put all of my NBA picks in a 7-leg parlay. Bro, let's go 7-0. We need Jamal Shed to score some points then. Holy. Shout out to you guys, though. Carlas18 said Radford plus 9.5 right now. Okay. It's a tight game there. Tight game. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Radford's down by 7 now. Oh, Mamu could have went over. Oh, he has 6 actually. He just missed the layup. He is ready to attack. He is ready to attack. Any other player prop leans in the Suns Wolves game besides Ant-Man from George Ballas? I'll take a look. I'll take a look at my notes, my short list earlier. Welcome, Hijamal. Hi, Jamal. Sorry, I said it wrong. Welcome, hi, Jamal. So a few leans that I have in the Suns game. I'm on Anthony Edwards, official bet, but some of my early projections from my research session earlier today, I did have Rudy Gobert over 11.5 points listed as a potential play. Devin Booker over 28.5 points. Anthony Edwards assists over 4.5 assists. Possible look there as well. And Royce O'Neal of the Suns over 10.5 points. I had those listed as potential plays as well. And then the Timberwolves themselves to possibly cover the game. I ended up rolling with Ant-Man, George Ballas. Vucevic hits a pair of free throws for the Bulls. Keep it close there. Welcome, Jamal. Welcome. Yeah, I'm Myguyknowsaguy. Sports better, sports fanatic. Love to bet on the games. This channel is all about sharing sports betting picks for the NBA, college basketball, NFL, college football, really all over the place. I have a second channel. If you guys click my channel, it's for soccer picks called My Guy Knows Footy. Yeah, and I started live streaming again. I used to live stream every day a few years ago, but had so much going on in life. Took a bit of a break, but now just reconnecting with everyone. I'm back with the live stream, so I'm here to stream pretty much every day during the games. In-game picks, pre-game picks, analysis, connecting with these great guys in the chat. So many people in here sharing picks, just being positive in general, even if they're not sharing picks. We're going to keep it going. Daddy Rel said Mark Williams under 9.5 rebounds. Let's go. Dylan Brooks under 18.5 points. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, sir. Smash that like button for me, guys. Free throws coming for Mamu, for Sandro Mamushkavelli. He missed the layup, got his own offensive rebound, and got fouled. Beast mode. Yes, sir, Hugo. We're going to keep it going, brother. Shout out to you. 100%. I appreciate you guys. Ooh, Radford's down by 15. Might have to go back to the drawing board in college basketball, guys. Radford's down by 15. There's still 13 minutes left. This is college basketball. But UNC Wilmington, they're trying to step on these guys. And it's the turnovers. It's the points in the paint. UNC Wilmington have a 26-8 advantage with points in the paint. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board. We need one more basket for Mamushkavelli to go over 8.5. That could be the first win of the day for us. Two points for Matas Buzelis. He just went to the bench with Josh Giddey in the Bulls game. Waiting for the second half of the Cavs game to start. No assist for Bam Adebayo either. Bit of a lackluster start there. Bam's coming back in though. He was subbed out for like 1 minute. If you guys have any questions about these other games, let me know. Yeah, Mamu's going for a double-double off the bench, guys. I wonder what the price was for a double-double. Going back to the board for college basketball plays. I think the Jazz could cover, but I'm scared of the Thunder, man. I'm scared of taking player props to go over against them. I'm scared of taking teams to win against them, to cover against them. I'm scared of taking teams to go over their team totals against them. It's just, okay, big 3 for Jamal Shed, guys. That is positive. His line is only 6.5. His line is only 6.5. Timeout Wizards because Jamal Shed hit a 3. The second unit for the Raptors is eating today, guys. They're going to eat. Look up the defensive metrics of the Wizards bench. They're horrible. Shed has 5 assists. We said it. Jamal Shed is the per 36-minute machine. No joke. The future starting point guard of the Toronto Raptors. I really believe that. Give it 2 seasons. Even though Quickly is playing really well, man. Like, IQ, no hate, no shade towards IQ, man. You know, it's just the contract is so big. But in today's climate, you have to pay to retain talent. We lost OG Anunoby. We traded him for RJ Barrett and Quickly. You know, both players became free agents. You have to pay to retain talent, especially in the NBA, where talent is at a premium. The margins are so thin. Timeout Heat. If you guys want to join my free Discord server, the link to join is in the video description below. Sorry, I'm just watching these games just as you guys are. Some really exciting games tonight. Well, let's cash these bets together. I'll check up on the chat now. The Nets are up by 9. Wow. Nets up by 9, guys. The second half has started in the Cavs game. Jamal Shed's at the free throw line. Jamal sheds at the free throw line, guys. He hits the first. He missed one. No! He would have had 5. We would have just needed 1 field goal. Now we might need a 3. But there's a lot of time left. Let's say the Raptors blow this open. Oh, yeah. The over's looking good there, Hugo. The Raptors were just up by 14. That was the largest lead of the game for them. But now a Champagne and 1 here. RJ Barrett. Big 3 for Barrett. Trey Johnson. Excellent freshman from Texas. First round draft pick. Big fast break 3 for the Wizards. The Wizards just have so many ball dominant players. They have so many players on their roster that need the ball in their hand to succeed. We're about a minute away from halftime in the Raptors game. Whoa, Trey Johnson snapped. Trey Johnson needs to be starting, man. They need to get CJ and Chris Middleton out of the way, guys. I'm looking at the college basketball board chat. I will be back in the chat in just 1 second. And we've reached the half. The Raptors cover the first half spread. They were up by 10 points, 57-47 on the Wizards. That was a pretty decent half. You know, it went by pretty quick. That was a pretty cool half. I'm being honest, guys. When I woke up this morning, I almost bought tickets to go to this Raptors Wizards game because when I looked it up, they were like giving the tickets away. Toronto Raptors tickets are usually very, very expensive. This is a big market here, but you could have got like 2 tickets in the 10th row for like $100 for this one. You know, so it just goes to show you, you know, the current state of the Wizards. And then you look at the tickets for the same seats against the Lakers next month, I believe. You're looking at 1,000, like thousands. Shit's crazy on the resale market. So I'm looking at the board here for some halftime bets in college basketball. Things, you know, as you can see, my pregame bets are right there on the board. We are waiting for the Rockets Nuggets game to start. That's a really important game. Also, in about 20 minutes, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Phoenix Suns. Shout out to everyone that is watching the stream right now. I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my sports betting channel. Go ahead and follow my channel while you're here. Subscribe to the channel and smash that like button for me. I'm probably about to add 1 or 2 live college basketball or live NBA bets right here on the screen for you. As always, never bet more than you can afford to lose. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Just give me one moment to collect my notes for you. Andrew Nembhard, 21 points for the Pacers. Big game for Nembhard. What game are you guys watching? What game are you guys watching right now? Hugo said he's watching the Bulls game. Yeah, we need more from Matas. We need more from Matas here. Matas Buzelis over 14.5 points. Donovan Mitchell hits his second three of the game. He now has 20 points against the Pacers. Cool Guy 04, welcome to the chat. He said, do you think the Celtics will bring it back? I'm not sure tonight. They have the ability to do so. This Nets team has been one of the worst NBA teams this season in terms of fourth quarter differential. So it wouldn't surprise me. The Celtics were only up by 1 point against the Nets the other night. I was here on the stream. I bet on them -7.5. They ended up winning the game by 14 points, I believe. So the Celtics definitely have the personnel to do so. This is definitely a surprising result. But let me know what's the line right now. Let me know. Trevor said he's got Bam to do his thing. I'm rooting for you, Bam. I'm rooting for you, Trevor. It's -3.5 for the Celtics. For me, I'm going to lay off on this one. I'm going to lay off. I am looking at the live total for the Raptors game now, though. Let me collect my notes for the live college basketball bets for the 8 o'clock slate here, as a couple of these games are approaching halftime as we speak. Let me see what my list produces. 1 second. I'm going over my notes from earlier today. Take a second to subscribe to my channel as well, guys. Subscribe. I really appreciate you. We need 3 more points out of Jamal Shed, 1 more basket out of Sandro Mamushvili. Jamal Shed has 4 points, and Sandro has exactly 8 points. I'm adding another live college basketball bet to the board. Loyola Chicago. Loyola Chicago. They're playing against Northern Illinois. -5.5, -105 on points bet. You should be able to get a similar line there to win a half unit. The second half has started. The second half has started in the Celtics game. What scores do you guys want to see on the board? There's a lot going on right now. Still no assists for Bam. Still time here. About to shoot a pair of free throws. The Pelicans. I think the Pelicans might do it tonight. I want to see if the Mavs go on a run though. See if we can get a better line with the Pels. Closer to the pregame line. Carlas 18, welcome to the chat. He said Cavs. He needs them by 5.5. I think you're on the right side there. They're playing much better offensively today. After they were stifled by that Houston Rockets defense the other night. Daddy Rel said, let's go. Hugo said Boston. Okay. Yep, I'll leave that on for you. The Celtics game. Suns, Timberwolves, Suns, Timberwolves starts in 15 minutes, guys. How you guys feel about that one? Who covers tonight? Minnesota -4 or Suns +4? Matas Buzelis has only attempted one field goal. That's highly uncharacteristic of him. Still 7 minutes to go here. He does have 2 points. No, it's still early. It's still early. They're turning the ball over a lot, though. I want to see what the line is at halftime in that one. I have that one circled. Daddy Rose said he likes Minnesota -4. What do you like on Rockets Nuggets? I'll get to that in 1 second. Hugo. I think the Warriors win tonight, yes. I think the Warriors win tonight. I think the Nuggets have a decent shot of winning, but I bet them in the first half. And I think the Timberwolves are going to win. Maybe Timberwolves, Warriors together. Money line. How do you guys feel about that? Okay, the second half has started in the Raptors game. The Bulls are getting destroyed. They're getting destroyed, guys. Best of luck, Hugo. Norris, he says no idea who covers or wins. Gobert's blocks live. I'll be looking for it. Let's go. Should I put together something for the Timberwolves game? What do you guys think? Hold on. We have 10 minutes until tip-off. I have a profit boost. Hey Tasha, 87 87010. How's it going? So I will play this for plus 100. It's actually plus 107 on. Maybe you guys can get this in with me. We have 8 minutes. Let me put it up on the board. I'll roll it for a half unit. Actually, nah. Yeah, but welcome, Tosh. She's Tasha. She said she's taking the Timberwolves in the first half. Yeah, I think the Timberwolves get it done tonight. Welcome to the channel. Yep, best of luck. Hit the like button for me if you can. Subscribe. I appreciate you. Looking for more bets right now as we speak. Matas Buzel is letting us down, man. The fact that he only attempted one field goal, that's so weird. Team total over. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one, but I do think because I'm just not sure about the pace of the game overall. But I do think the T Wolves are going to win the transition battle. I think they're going to their defense will generate a lot of transition opportunities for them in this game. I also think that Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle will put a lot of pressure on the Suns front court. Could open things up for Ant-Man. The Suns might have to deploy more defensive resources on the interior. There might be a bit more space for Ant-Man than normal in this game. He was getting hounded in that Wizards game. We're approaching the half in the Bulls game. I might if the line is right, I might roll with the Bulls at the half. The live spread at halftime here. So I'm just waiting to see how this progresses. I have a couple of bets in the Raptors game as well, pending. We're pretty close to hitting those two, but the bets in the Bulls game aren't looking too good right now. The pregame bets, because Bam Adebayo hasn't come back into the game yet. So let's see if we can come out on top tonight, guys. All of these are separate plays. These are not parlays. Timeout Heat. So Bam Adebayo's in the game. Hopefully we can get lucky here. Maybe he'll get a pair of assists before halftime. Put us within range. At least get us one, Bam. At least give us a chance. I put the link to my free Discord group in the chat, guys. Let's see how Bam performs here. Tasha said OKC third quarter minus 4.5. I like so take the you're taking OKC in the third quarter before the game starts. They've been crushing teams coming out of halftime, except for that game against the Hornets, which was sort of fishy. 15 points for Scottie Barnes. Timeout Wizards. 4 assists for Emmanuel quickly. Love to see it. CJ's the only player that's hot, though, for the Wizards. CJ McCollum. 4 points for Zion. Alley-oop dunk. Okay, Matas Buzelis scored a pair of baskets over the last couple of minutes. Some positive news. He's up to 6 points. He's giving us a chance here for our 14.5 bet. Come on, Matas. Drop a 3. Drop a 3 on these guys. Anthony Simons came to play today. Yeah, best of luck, Tasha. The Thunder are a team that there are so many different ways to capitalize with the OKC Thunder. I'm actually going to take a closer look at that game in a few minutes. I do have some notes here. Just sweating a couple of these games here with you guys. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the stream. I hope everyone in the stream is having a great night. I know you guys are probably all over the place, just like I am, in terms of watching these games. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Donovan Mitchell's rebounds and assists, or Davion Mitchell, sports fan. Cash, another winning bet in the chat. Keep it coming, brother. Man, you've been on it. Did you watch those EuroLeague games today? Oh, man. Sweaty EuroLeague. Trevor said Bam had some potential assists. The players just couldn't make their shots. That's how it goes. That's the risk of assist lines. We've been doing well with assist props here on the stream. Just have to continue looking for better spots. If he can just get us one here before halftime. That's wishful thinking, though, as there are only 22 seconds left on the clock. I am eagerly anticipating this live line for the Bulls at halftime. I just want to see what they set it at. The Nets are trying to shock the world tonight. The Nets are trying to shock the world. Tasha also said she likes the Golden State Warriors team total over 123.5. Okay, best of luck. Yeah, I think the Warriors offense, I mean, they've got their guys back tonight, right? After the debacle in Miami the other night when they rested Steph. That was a tough game, but they should be rested. They have about, what, three days of rest right now? They're playing against the Blazers team that likes to push the pace. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the Bulls line, guys. We're going to take a look at that Bulls line. The Raptors are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. 5.5 minutes left. RJ Barrett's going for 20 points soon. Oh man, my college basketball bets aren't looking that good, man. Nothing like last night. Another three for RJ Barrett, 21 points. One second, I just put my phone charger in. Okay, here comes Jamal Shed, guys. So I'm going to roll with the Bulls. Plus 11.5 at minus 120 odds on PointsBet. Okay, so we've won our first bet of the night. Sandro Mamushvili just cashed. He hit a big three. So that is a winning bet. That is a winning bet so far. 11 points for Sandro Mamushvili. The Raptors are going to the knockout round, guys. If they hold on and win this game against the Wizards, and the Pacers look like they're down by, what, 19 points? The Raptors are going to the knockout round of the NBA Cup. So that is a winner. The Nets snapped. Let's go, Daddy Rail. The Raptors are shooting 11 of 15 in the third quarter. They blew this game open. The Wizards cannot compete. Michael Porter Jr. is having a big game as well. College basketball live bets are not looking good, but I did just bet the Bulls plus 11.5 at the half, guys, to win a half unit. So Anthony Edwards has 3 points. Okay. He hit a three to start the game. I'm about to turn that game on. I have the Cavs game on and the Raptors game on. The Suns NBA Cup court is so bright. Yeah, I think Bulls third quarter 3.5 and full game plus 11.5. It's sort of the same logic, Tasha. If you like the Bulls to make to come back a bit here, they definitely have the personnel to do it. This is a team that's been playing pretty well in the second half of games so far this season. I do have concerns about their interior defense, particularly in front of the rim, but let's see how it goes. I'm not necessarily a quarter better. I like to bet halves, but yeah, why not? Bulls minus 3.5 in the third quarter or plus 11.5 for the full game. Let's go. I'm definitely rooting for you. I'm rooting for us. Let's keep it going. Thanks for sharing the picks in the chat. How you guys doing? What game are you guys watching, everyone? Where you guys at? It's Friday night. I know you guys are all over the place. Jamal Shed with his 6th assists. Disgusting. Disgusting. Come on, hit a three. Hit a three, Shed. 12 points for Mamu. More free throws coming from Mamu. He's going for 15. If there's no Marvin Bagley, no Alex Sarr, take every big man against the Wizards, man. Going forward. These guys have the worst interior defense. The Raptors are going for 130. The Raptors are putting up 130 tonight. Shed still has 4 points, though. But with a blowout, one could assume that he is going to play quite a few minutes here down the stretch as they try to ease the pressure off of some of the starters. Starters might be coming out in the fourth quarter, guys. It's one of those games. Trey Johnson, Bilal Coulibaly, Cam Whitmore, Bub Carrington, the bench is in. The bench is in for the Wizards. 15-point lead for the Nets. Absolute shocker. Absolute Celtic shocker. I think the Pelicans are better, Rel. I'm being honest when I say that, too. I think the Pelicans, with the way they've been playing over the last week or so, are better than the Mavs. They played tougher teams. They're ready for this game. Just my opinion. They fought pretty hard against the Nuggets, man. I was watching it. I was watching the fourth quarter. Jamal Shed just cashed. Let's go. Let's go. He's becoming one of my favorite players. He's becoming one of my favorite players. I don't care about 20 points. We just needed 7. We just needed some assists, some points. Raptors, man, they're rolling. 9-1 last 10 games. They're about to be 11-1 over their last 12 games. They're about to be 10-1 over their last 11 games, I should say. Covering spreads left and right. They had a run like this last year, like in the middle of the season, but they're healthy. The Raptors are making the playoffs this year. Next season, they're going to compete in the East, like for longer, bigger prizes. But this year, they will be a playoff team. And I don't know if they're fully healthy, if they're a team that you, in an East with so many teams with injuries, I'm not sure this is a team that some teams will not want to play them in the first round. Let's keep it real. But we're a long way from April. We just won our second bet here on the stream. Full unit bet on Jamal Shed over 6.5 points. Sandro Myguyknowsaguy over 8.5 points. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Love to see it. We need some help here, big time in this Bulls game. We're gonna need, if those two don't come through, we're gonna need Ant-Man, Amen Thompson, and the Nuggets first half to get us home, to bring us home. That's what we're going to need. What's the timeout for, though? They're reviewing something. Okay, it has nothing to do with the 3. There's a coach's challenge on a potential offensive interference on Scottie Barnes after the 3. Like on another possession. So we're good to go with Jamal Shed. Shout out to everyone that tailed. 17-4 run for the Raptors. We are waiting for the second half of the Bulls game to start. I just bet on them. Plus 11.5 at the half. Let's see how that goes. How many points does that man have? Who's watching the Suns game? He still has 3. Okay. So opposite of the last game. Still plenty of time, though. I'm not counting Ant-Man out. Let's see how many points he has at halftime. That's what's really important. We don't want to have to ban. We like Ant-Man. We like Anthony Edwards, man. We don't want to have to ban him. We don't want to put him in the shelf. So go ahead and score these points, Ant-Man. Hey, if you're not subscribed to my channel, take a second to subscribe here, follow my channel, and hit the like button, guys. I really, really appreciate you. Smash that like button for me as well. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night. Looks like the third quarter might be getting ready to tip off now. The third quarter of the Heat Bulls game is tipping off. Raptors juggernaut continues. Oh, that was a big dunk and one for Bilal Coulibaly. You guys might see that on highlight reels tonight. He came flying through the lane and tried to dunk on Sandro Myguyknowsaguy and almost snapped his leg. No joke. It was a very, very fast-paced dunk. He postered him. He postered him. Gotta call it what it is. Gotta call it like I see it. Rel said he needs the Mavs to make a comeback. Okay, I'm rooting for you, bro. Nora C said, Peter said hello, chat. Welcome, Peter. Welcome to the chat. Welcome back, actually. Noah C says, what moves would you like to see the Raptors make over the next couple of years? I'd like to see them, honestly, I would like to see the Raptors just let the core develop and take a patient approach. Maybe some ancillary additions on the edge of the roster. You know, maybe bring a veteran for the bench. What if we had a CJ McCollum coming off of the bench or something like that, you know? But other than that, I would just like to see them continue to develop this young core, help them build chemistry amongst each other. Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. We've shored up our backup big man situation with Sandro Mamushvili and Jakob Poeltl. We have a great tandem there. We have some decent young players, Jamal Shed, Grady. I like to see them give Grady some more minutes so we can ramp up his development. You know, but you know, I would say more shooting off the bench is needed. So, more shooting off the bench. Charlavani, welcome. Yes, sir. Welcome, brother. My bro. Welcome, everybody. Second half started for the Bulls game. Okay, Anthony Edwards has 7 points, guys. Now we're cooking. 7 points for Ant-Man. Let's try to cash these bets. Hopefully Matas Buzelis has a big second half for us here for the Chicago Bulls. Hopefully the Bulls don't get blown off the court either. We just bet on the Bulls plus 11.5 at the half, guys. Heat up by 20. Charlavani said the Bulls are driving him nuts. Simplistic said Buzelis to the locker room. No, not Matas. Not Matas, man. Wow. Our bet might be cooked, guys. I hope he's all right, though, but Matas Buzelis was helped to the locker room with an ankle injury as soon as the third quarter started. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Jamal Shed has 8 assists in only 13 minutes played tonight. No turnovers. That's efficiency. Very unfortunate news for Matas. Hopefully the Bulls can go on a run here without one of their explosive young scorers. Hoping for the best. Thanks for the update, Simplistic. Norris sees Norris, he says, you just made so much sense on New Orleans Pelicans. They played against the best players in the league all week. No wonder they're rolling. I mean, yeah, sometimes they work. It doesn't always work like that, but it seems to be working right now. The Pelicans, they have a new head coach. They're frustrated, man. They're looking for a big win tonight. The loser of that game between the Mavs and the Pelicans is eliminated from the NBA Cup. I know, Rel. Horrible. Injury news. Horrible. That's how I felt last week when I had Michael Penix Jr. Over 225 and a half passing yards, and he tore his ACL in the game when he had like 170 yards at halftime. You know, he was on track for 300 yards in that game. I felt really bad for him. I hope he bounces back. Hate to see it. Injuries are a part of the game. So Anthony Edwards played the entire first quarter. Ant-Man played the entire first quarter. As I said, I also have the T-Wolves listed as a potential live betting candidate for tonight. The Suns are up by 5. Let's see if we can get a better line on the Timberwolves maybe at halftime. You never know. Isaac Okoro misses a free throw. We need those free throws, Isaac. He missed both. Crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Just get to do something at the door. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So Kevin Huerter just got ejected in the Bulls game. Go figure. Less depth for the Bulls. This is actually horrible. Let's see what else is going on here. Just had to make some dinner arrangements. What's for dinner tonight, everyone? The Bulls just don't have it, man. Okay, they hit a three right there. Bam Adebayo just got 2 assists for us. The Matas thing is crazy, though. I can't believe Matas may have severely hurt his ankle. Back-to-back threes for the Bulls. Still a 20-point game. The Nets game seems to be very exciting, guys. Who's going to win, Nets or Celtics? Call it out in the chat. Who's winning tonight? Norris says he's having Chinese food tonight for dinner. Okay. So that's that, man. The Pacers lost by 11. They covered the 13-point spread, though. Did anyone take the Pacers plus 13 in the chat? They covered the spread, but because the Pacers lost the game against the Cavs and the Raptors look to be cruising to a big win against the Wizards, the Raptors will be the first team to move on to the knockout stage of the NBA Cup. The Bulls are down by 21. Could be 20 again if Josh Giddey hits these free throws. 2 assists for Bam. Some positive news there. If the Bulls can make it competitive, Bam can still cash the assist for us. It's possible to negate some of the damage that... Oh no, Matas is in. Matas Buzelis is in the game, guys. Unfortunately, he just missed 6 minutes of playing time because he went to the locker room. He's returned to the bench. He's all right. Young player, he's all right. Matas Buzelis is back, but unfortunately, he just lost about 6 minutes of his usage. Bam, did I just miss him? Bam has 7 rebounds. Bam has 7 rebounds. Josh Giddey with another layup to force a Heat timeout. They are down by 18 now. We have a chance. We have a chance. Flagrant foul. They tried to hurt Brandon Ingram, man. Free throws coming for Ingram. The Nuggets game has begun, guys. Let's go. We've got the Nuggets first half. Nuggets first half, plus 1.5. The Raptors still want to blow these guys out, man. Point differential is still going to matter in terms of the seeding for the knockout stage. Even though the Raptors are qualifying for the knockout stage, the point differential is still going to matter in terms of who their opponent will be. The Nets have been in the lead all game. Rockets Nuggets is on. Bit of a sluggish start there. Yes, sir, Rel. Best of luck, Rel. Michael Porter Jr. is red hot, guys. 24 points for MPJ. $17-point lead, 16-point lead. Okay, so they cut it to 16. They cut it to 16. Couple of missed shot attempts for Matas Buzelis. Get out of the way, man. Mamushvili is in the cut. Going crazy right now. Jamal Shed to Mamu. So the benches are in the game for both teams. Well, except for RJ Barrett. Another three for Mamu. Whoa. Is he scoring 20? He's got 19. Unbelievable. 9 assists for Jamal Shed. Norman Powell just missed 2 free throws. That is very strange. Let's go, Bulls. They cut to 14. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're sweating plays right now. 21 points for Sandro Mamushvili for the Raptors. 10 assists for Jamal Shed. He's arguably been the best player today for the Raptors. Mamushvili. They cannot stop him. Damn, Matas is missing all his shots. It's crazy RJ Barrett's still in the game. Whoa, Michael Porter Jr. just snapped. They were plus 14 underdogs. I have the same game on both. Sorry, guys. Dang, the Heat cut it, jumped up back to 21, man. Up by 21. The Nuggets' first half is still in play. Aaron Gordon to the locker room, guys. Yeah, no receipts. Thank you for the tip. The Wolves are getting blown out, but it's not a blown out. It's not a blowout yet. It's not a blowout yet. But they're down by 14 for sure. That's definitely not a good sign. The second unit is not getting it done. The Bulls are disgraceful. Disgraceful performance for the Chicago Bulls. So my live bets won't be hitting tonight, probably. It's unfortunate. We've had a good week. I'm on it tomorrow, though, guys. I'm letting you guys know. I'm loading up. Anything can happen. Don't ever bet more than you can afford to lose. But I'm on it for tomorrow. No excuses for me. You won't see me making any excuses. Hopefully, Anthony Edwards can do something. Hopefully, the Nuggets can hold on here and cover in the first half for us. That would be great. And hopefully, Amen Thompson can do something because so far, the Rockets' offense does not look. They don't look very, very good right now. Although he does have 2 points early in the game. And one, Ant-Man. It's not over, guys. It's not over. Let's go T-Wolves. How about the Raptors, though, man? Dylan Brooks answers with a deep three, a logo three. Nuggets defense stifling. Anthony Edwards has 12 points. The Bulls are absolutely embarrassing. Gotta call it like I see it, guys. This is despicable. Buzelis is 2 for 8 from the field. He missed 6 minutes of production. The Nets shocked the world. 14-point underdogs and won on the money line. What was the money line? Plus 675 money line underdogs. The Brooklyn Nets won tonight. Plus 675 BetMGM. Plus 650 on DraftKings. Plus 640 on FanDuel. Plus 650 on Bet365. Whoa. Hope you guys are having a great night. Few of these plays aren't going our way, but I will be back to try again for tomorrow. Just so you know. NBA, college football. Let's give it a go. Thank you guys for your time tonight. Hope you guys are winning somehow. I am rooting for us. I'm rooting for you. You just don't know. And we're going to win again. We had a great week. Today things might not go our way, but that's why we separate our bets. We don't put too much. We don't put all of our eggs in one basket. We try to manage our bankrolls accordingly. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose, guys. You're right about that, Trevor. Have a great night, Tasha. Have a great night. Thanks for coming through. Subscribe to my channel, everyone. I appreciate you. I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Hopefully the Nuggets can keep it going. I do have some dinner on the way. That's why I said that. We have an early NBA game tomorrow, 1 p.m. The Clippers and the Hornets. Make sure you turn notifications on just in case I change my streaming schedule. I might stream earlier tomorrow. Raptors scored 140 points. And they make the knockout round in the NBA Cup. The best start to the regular season for the Toronto Raptors since the 2019 season when we won the title. The Raptors are the first team to qualify for the knockout round. Free throws coming for Ant, guys. Free throws coming for Ant. High volume Ant tonight. That can't be right. 13? He has more than that. Hold on. Yeah, Anthony Edwards has 13 points. If he makes this, it looks like he just made 1 out of 2 free throws. He missed the second one. He missed the second free throw. huge 3 right there for Ant-Man. Let's go, Ant-Man. Scottie Barnes just said, let's go to Vegas. He said he's happy. He's happy, guys. The Nuggets are doing their thing. They've held the Rockets to 8 points in the first 10 minutes of the game. Rel said the Mavs came back. Okay, let's go. I'm rooting for you, Rel. Let's get it. Let's get it. Norris C says the Raptors kind of own the Pacers lately and they play twice in the next week. Pacers might be in big trouble. The Pacers don't have the bench right now. Nothing like last year. Nothing like last year. Anthony Edwards is up to 16 points for us, guys. Unfortunately, the Bulls are disgraceful. Oh, wow. Bam Adebayo got the assist, though. We cashed the assist, guys. Bam Adebayo just got his 4th assist. That is some positive news. Bam Adebayo is a winner. Bam is a winner with the assists. Sandro Mamushvili cashes. Jamal Shed cashes. Anthony Edwards has 16 points. Denver Nuggets are up in the first half. We need Amen Thompson to crank things up. He might do that later. Unfortunately, the only good thing about the live bets is that they were half unit bets. They were smaller bets, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anyone. 0-3 on the live bets tonight. Chicago Bulls are not going to cover plus 11.5. They'd have to go on a monster run right here. They're down by 30 points. And my 2 college basketball bets lost in game to win a half unit. The pregame bets were much bigger bets. So they're all to win 1 unit each. But I'll definitely try again tomorrow. I had some success with live betting last night. Went 2-0. Unfortunately, didn't get there tonight. But as you know from me, I will be ready to roll tomorrow. Believe that. Believe that. Yes, sir. Bam cash for us. Bam cash for us. Buzelis will, in all likelihood, he will not cash. A horrible night for Matas Buzelis. And we've reached the half in the Timberwolves game. So maybe I should roll with one more live bet on the T-Wolves. If you're not subscribed to my channel, take a second to subscribe, guys. I really appreciate you. Hit that like button for me as well. Subscribe to the channel for more sports betting picks, in-game picks, live betting picks, pre-game picks, NFL video on the way tomorrow. Turn notifications on for week 12. Nora C said, one second. Bro, just cashed Max Christie's 5 threes plus 750. You got to look at the second and third option guards against the Pelicans. Check their past 7 games and see the kind of players going crazy from 3. Excellent play. Excellent play, brother. Great job. 5 assists for Bam, in case there was any doubt there. And Devin Vassell 4, Grayson 10, Lou Dort 4, Moses Moody 8, Peyton Watson 5, and now Christie 5. Wow. I'm going to have to take note of that. I'm going to have to make note of that. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I'll roll with one more live bet, guys. One more live bet. Either way, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going with the Timberwolves plus 7.5. I'm going with the T-Wolves plus 7.5. Two and a half unit. Minnesota Timberwolves plus 7.5 to 1.5 unit. We still have Anthony Edwards pending as well. The Nuggets held the Houston Rockets to 12 points in the first quarter. Shout out to you guys for another fun stream. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get off to eat dinner, and I'm going to have to relax. I'm going to have to take my medicine for my stomach soon as well. But I will be back here on the channel tomorrow. This is Myguyknowsaguy, my sports betting predictions channel. Best of luck with all of your picks today, guys. And for the weekend, I will have my NFL Week 12 picks out tomorrow on the channel. Looking to bounce back there this week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss my upcoming sports betting videos and my live streams. Let's have a big weekend here together. I hope you guys have a great evening with your families, with your friends, whatever it is you guys have planned for tonight. I wish you guys the best. So I will be here tomorrow. It is Friday night. Be safe out there. Hope you guys have a great night. Nora C's, Daddy Rel, Hugo, my brother, Tasha, Live on Assists, Simplistic, Charlovani, Peter, Katak Fitness, Sports Fan, Carlos 18, Trevor, Godlike Player, Jay Hunter, Yazur, DJ 202, Hi Jamal. Shout out to all of you. Hope you guys have a SK, KH. Okay, tons of acronyms in the chat. That boy Will, my brother, James Powers, Gressler Beats. Yes, sir. Hope you guys have a great night. Rohan. Top MF in here. Conrad Walters. J-Main 34. Shout out to all of you. I will be back tomorrow. Go ahead and turn notifications on. I'll see you guys then. Enjoy your night, everyone.